Alright, so here's what I'm trying to do. I am putting all of these microphones, guitars, that's me, together, or whatever. I've got a studio built in my apartment, and I'm going to start a career or a hobby in voice acting. Hopefully a career. That would be awesome. I could work from my couch. I'm going to play guitar here whenever I'm thinking, because that's what I do all day. And maybe shut up and just allow you to enjoy the music. Well, that didn't work out. I feel like I should be telling some like film noir tale right here. It was murder, they say. I'm gonna try to talk, but I'm just gonna end up singing. It's just impossible to get away from the rhythm. I can't do it. It takes practice. Do I sound like a trained musician? I'm not. There are two ways to learn music. There's going to class. You get the recorder in third grade. You learn how to play hot cross buns, and then you're like, this is kind of nice, and you join the band. You learn how to read music. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever. However they teach. I don't know, because I never went. I went the other way, and I learned through doing drugs. I learned through doing drugs, watching VH1s behind the music, and picking up a guitar. That's it. And then I just did this for years. Because I thought that sounded cool. That's how I started in music. Now I have about a couple grand worth of... That was me clearing my throat, because I'm gross and didn't drink water before recording my voice. Because I know you all enjoy the sound of... It's very audio pleasing. What am I talking about? I don't know. But I've got 3 grand's worth of shit sitting around that I'm doing nothing with. I'm not making music. I do, but no, I don't care. No one cares. I make music all the time. No one listens. And I don't like gigging because I don't like hanging out. I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's a bar or an open mic or if it's homeroom or if it's fucking 3 minutes after a funeral for my grandmother. I don't want to hang out. I'm the moment I don't like being there. That's what I do. What do I do? I don't know what I do. This has only been 3 minutes. Jesus, how do people do with podcasts talk forever? What do you talk about? 20? I can do 20 minutes. I'm gonna do 20. That's it. Because I'm gonna spend half the time just playing this shit. This is what I do now. I don't like this. I don't think this is enjoyable to listen to. You may disagree. You may disagree. I know what I like to listen to. It's not this. I don't like to listen to myself. Why would I do that? Why? Every now and again I get into a cadence that I don't recognize. Why did I do that? I don't talk like that. I'm not from fucking Alabama or wherever people talk like that. I'm from Minnesota. I should be talking dur. I should make 9 O sounds after I say anything. So, but I don't. Because I've trained myself not to. That's one of my skills in life. Trying not to sound like a fucking Canadian. I practiced at it. Actually, what I did was listen to a lot of radio from New York, and then I just picked that shit up. The attitude. I have an attitude problem, they say. This is kind of working out. I like this. I was told at work that I have an attitude problem. I feel like a slam poet right now. This sucks. I mean, I want to talk, but I want to play guitar, and I don't want to not do either. But doing both is... If it's not a song, it just sounds like I'm a fucking hipster. Let's get some craft brews and vegetables. Save the animals from slaughter, man. Let's go out and march in the streets and just follow the crowd. 'Cause I smoked weed and watched half a Michael Moore documentary before passing out. 'Cause I got no energy, 'cause I'm a fat fuck and I've got a beard and I'm fucking half queer and I just protest things 'cause that makes me feel good, 'cause I got no skills in life. Let's go get some vegetables, let's go. I'm only doing this. When I used to give a shit, I went out to an open mic, and there was a guy playing guitar, and it's just too old for anybody to give a shit about his message, if he had one. And his lyrics were, let's get some organic foods, this is a real person with a real song that I hated the second I fucking heard it. I want you to just fuck off. Listen, I don't like my art to have a message. Sometimes I do. But if you're going to have a message, put it under the surface, asshole. You know what I mean? Like, no one had to slap me over the head after the movie Titanic and be like, did you know that's a romance story? It's not about a boat. Yeah, I get it. I got it. I watched it. I didn't think I was watching a History Channel documentary about a boat sinking. I knew what that shit was about. They didn't have to say it, all right? Even though the whole movie, I mean, it was over the fucking top romance, but nobody had to fucking spell it out for me. When these fucking shit people that just picked up an instrument or a fucking pencil 3 days ago and try to create shit, and it's just dog shit. It's always that. You ever go to a fucking community college and listen to somebody read their goddamn notebook? It's in some creative writing class. Fuck them. I can't listen to this shit because it's all stupid. It's all I'm angry. I have politics that I'd like to fucking put on everybody else, but no one wants to listen to that, so I'll just fucking throw it inside of a goddamn sonnet, and somehow I'm interesting. You're not. You're still a fucking amateur dipshit, and you don't know what I don't listen to it. This is what I listen to. Cool sounds of the 70s and 80s, man. I listen to a lot of radio. I mean, I always have, because when you grow up in this fucking misery of winter that we have up here, you stay inside a lot, and so I always was a big fan of this is a fucking power chord in case it sounds like it's from the 90s. So I was listening to a lot of radio and shit. Yeah, grunge music, yeah. So I started this off by saying what I'm doing is I'm putting all these musical instruments aside from music because I'm fucking tired of music, and I'm not. I quit it 3 times a year, always with the promise that I'll never go back. I'm fucking done. I am never writing another song, and then 3 weeks later I'm writing a song because what else? What am I going to do with my life? But I've decided that I'm going to actually try to start an entrepreneurial business. And I'm going to get into voice acting once I start giving a shit, which is going to be tough, right? I got a 40-hour-a-week job, not a problem. But if I'm going to start my own business, it's going to have to be at least half. I'm going to have to do 20 hours a week. Part of that's going to be making my voice not sound like shit. Right now, I don't know what I sound like, but it's probably not good. I didn't warm up today. I've taken vocal lessons. I know what it takes. It's a fucking lot, at least at first. You know, you gotta do lip trills and drink water with herbal teas of some fucking honey flavor kind to open up the fucking muscle. It's a lot of shit, man. I don't like to do it. I don't even like to do it before performing. I just like to pick up an instrument and go, which is kind of what this is. Because if I can record a podcast, it's not 20 hours a week. I can do this in 20 minutes. I'm giving you 20 minutes. We're halfway there. Halfway. I'll come up with something interesting to say in a minute, or I'll just play something. But that's what I'm doing. It's my side hustle. You know what a side hustle is? Because not everybody does, I found out. And it was really annoying to hear this the other day. So I was talking about this shit. At work. I said, I'm going to start a side hustle. This is how stupid This is how stupid teenagers are. I know I'm a millennial. I should not be considered a millennial. That's a G chord. That's a G minor or major? A major something. But I don't have cell phones in high school. I should be folding into Generation X because I got a fucking cell phone right as I graduated. Everybody got cell phones then. That's when the real change happened. When you were able to text your fucking penis pictures to each other in the back of homeroom, okay? That's millennials. I didn't get that shit. I didn't do that shit. Well, not that penis is the wrong word. Don't send me a penis. Yeah, I've gotten titty pictures before. That's the reference I should have used, but apparently I'm gay today. So, I never got titty pictures texted to me in high school. I got an email once. That I didn't reply to because I was shy about it. What a fucking fruit. And so, that's just the difference where, I don't know. That's not even the point I should have made. This has nothing to do with this story. I'm at work. And I said, I'm going to start a side hustle. And this girl was like, do you even know what that means? She's 18. And that's how 18-year-olds sound. No matter what they say to me. I don't know how to deal with them. Ugh. And I was like, yes, I know what it means. Or I probably didn't say it that confidently. I was probably like, what? Yeah, whatever, you know. And she's like, I don't think you do. So I immediately came back with, okay, well, apparently I don't know what it means, so maybe you should school me because I don't know what I'm talking about. Which was the offensive tool I used there in that argument. You know. And she just went with, Google it. She told me to Google it. She told me I didn't know what I was talking about, and then told me to fucking Google it. This is either aggressive flirting or it's just a dumb motherfucker. I could not, and I was angry. I get angry before I ever fucking get anywhere. That's the fastest emotion. Because why would you not? Have you seen the world? We need vegetables and craft beer. The world's a fucked up, retarded place, okay? I'm just saying it's easier to get pissed off. So I got fucking pissed off, and you know what I did? I did Google it. I did Google that shit. You know what? That same day, Mark Cuban was on a podcast with Jim Rome, and Mark Cuban said, I think I invented the concept of a side hustle. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But he said it. He knows what it is. And what does Mark Cuban fucking know? He only owns the Dallas... I was gonna say Cowboys. Mavericks? Is that their basketball team? I don't know. I watch 3 games a year of anything, right? Nah, that's a lie. All right, I'm losing it. This is not fun anymore. So yeah, this is the start of my side hustle. This is the side fund to my side hustle. This is the side hustle, whatever we would call it. I don't know. But basically, this is kind of what I do instead of going to music school. I just pick up a guitar and jam. This is kind of what I'm doing right now with my microphone. I'm not doing my job. I'm just having a little fun. I'll get to the job later. After fun. After said fun. Because if I can't see even any fun going on, I'm not going to do my job right. Just not going to do it. I'm not going to perform properly. Unless I know I know how to unwind. And this is how I unwind. Play something fast. What do you like this? No, this is not from Raining Blood. I don't know. It's that same style, though. This isn't. This is like just playing a fucking, what's the word? Scale. My brain short-circuited there because I was in the middle of a jam. That's how these things work. No, this is not from the third Korn album. This is the only way I can get through 20 minutes. I don't know how else. I'm at 15, and I wanted this to end at 11. I got nothing. I got no interesting life stories. I'm an uneventful motherfucker. All right? word I stole from the Dante Nero podcast that I listened to this week, where he was railing against uneventful white boys. It hit me in the core. Not like the core I did when I did yoga today. Did yoga. And I didn't wash my hair with chemicals from the Dow Company. We need craft beer and vegetables. We need people to come together. Mike key there. Let's go down to A. That's terrible. That's how I learned how to sing. Taught myself how. Note matching. What you do is just pluck a note on a guitar. So here's a D. And then you just go. And you make that annoying noise. And you modulate until you can actually like match the pitch. Here's E. I can't. I'm way off. I'm all nasal today. It's not good. And I've never done that with headphones on, which I have on right now, to know if I'm correctly playing in tune, in time, in sound. I don't even know how to finish the sentence I get into half the time. That's how fucking dumb I can get. I'm about to say something that halfway through it, my brain it bails out, and then I'm just stuck there in the middle of a word. And yeah, and if people are around, if it's just me, it's fine. I'll mumble and stutter like I do here. But if I have to talk to people, which I do, all week, 40 hours a week, as a customer service representative at a bank, I've got to talk to people all the time, usually about the weather, because that's what people talk about. Usually I got to have the same conversation 12 times in the same hour. It's boring. It's really boring. Plus, it's from Minnesota, so it's really boring. Okay? There's no attitude involved. People take the attitude up here like it's a fucking affront on their fucking lifestyle. All right? People are not assertive. That's what I am. I'm not angry. I'm assertive. I might be wrong. I might be wrong about a lot of shit. But you better point it out. I'm not, because this is not fighting. I am not fighting you right now. I will fight you in the parking lot later. I will kick your ass. I will fucking sweep the leg. But I am not fighting. Not in this. No, not at first. This is assertive. This is where you go when you want to persuade or, whatever. I'm not persuade. Being assertive is not a good persuasive tool. It's good for things that help you in persuasion, like, I don't know. Again, halfway through that, I was like, I don't want to talk about this. Why am I still talking? I wrote down on a piece of paper the other day, time is gravity. Does that make sense? Does it? Because I knew when I wrote it down, I was like, maybe I'll talk about this on my podcast. How I talk to myself in my brain. And then I read it, and I thought, no, I'm not going to remember what that means by the time I get there. And here I am, and I don't remember what that means. I basically do two things on the guitar. This is like gangster rap from 91. I'm gonna kill a motherfucker! Or I play Slayer. Actually, I got into some like cowboy shit the other day, which is like... That's not cowboy shit. What am I talking about? Finger, just delayed triples. Well, that's more like melodic, isn't it? But I don't know. On an acoustic guitar, I've made some country-sounding sounds with that. Hey, we're in the last minute here. I want to thank you for listening to this rambling shit. I'm not entertained by it, but maybe you were. Maybe you were. Listen, the whole reason I'm doing this is because if somebody smarter than you who's had success and the thing you want to be successful in tells you to do something, you got to do it. I sent a 3-minute clip of me talking to Scott Dickers, who created The Onion, and he said, dude, you got to start a podcast. So here I am. And this did not work out. I did not plan for this. About a minute in, I was like, I'm not going to finish this. But then, you know what? I set the goal. 20 minutes. And I made it. Right now. I got 5 seconds. And I'm there. Ready? 3, 2. Happy New Year. Goodbye.